So when I think of Marta Moody, I think of her longevity and expertise that she provided for the Cardinal Greenways. Ball Brothers Foundation gave her the Fisher Governance Award for her work on that board for so long. And that was a really proud moment for me because I know how well respected Marta has been in the community, but also in her profession. She has persistence and grit and just knew her stuff together. She could fit puzzle pieces together so well, both in the professional world, but also in her governance and volunteer work with Cardinal Greenways.
I had the opportunity to work with Marta as a board member of the Muncie Action Plan. She was instrumental in bringing together the partners and the resources that we needed in order to do a new comprehensive plan for the county and strategic investment plan for the city of Muncie. So without Marta, without her relationships, without her connections to the funders in town, we would not have been able to be successful with that process. So it's thanks to her that we have those new documents that are leading our community and providing a plan for us to move forward.
In 1993, she literally was with us, and so that's like almost day one from the Greenway organization forming. She helped us write the first grants to the state to acquire the land, and then she just stayed with us, stayed with the organization. So then in 2012, I convinced Marta to be our board president, and it took a little bit of conversation with her, but I told her she was the right person for that at that time. And she just jumped right in, helping change our board from a board that really oversaw construction of our trail to one that needed to start managing our trail system, managing the miles that we had in place.
Marta hired me about 23 years ago into a GIS planner position right out of graduating from Ball State. I worked for her directly in her office for 5 years before moving into the GIS coordinator position. She was a really early adopter of GIS technology. She started building the GIS, getting the first software and data sets in the mid to late 90s, well before a lot of the other local governments in the area. She understood how valuable the new GIS technology was and how it could dramatically increase the efficiency, not only in her office, but as local government as a whole. She was the sole reason that we were able to build such a robust GIS system here in Delaware County.
I think we would be very hard-pressed to find a planner in Indiana who helped the careers of other planners along more than Marta. There are so many planners whose careers she helped along either because they saw her present at a conference when she spoke, or they were a Ball State student and she came to one of their presentations and gave feedback. Over all these 30, 40 years that she was a planner here in Muncie, she was just tireless and spared no effort to help others become better planners.
I have worked with Marta more than 20 years, perhaps maybe 25 years to 30 years, and I actually went back to summarize all those different opportunities I've had working with her. I never told Marta no. Whatever she asked me, I felt actually honored that she would ask me to serve on committees with her because I learned so much from Marta in terms of traffic studies, traffic flow, helped me understand working with NDOT, federal funds, and so forth. She was always good at bringing together the right and the left. And she would find a happy median for everybody. But her goal at the end was what was best for Muncie and Delaware County. So I went to the website, the APA website, and started examining those different awards that are given out. What I found was our values. We believe that. I'm going to read a few of these. One was for a critical function. The other is balancing varied interests and resources. Objective and open-minded, comprehensive, inclusive, and empowering, values the diversity of Indiana's communities, cultures, and places. You could put Marta Moody's name on that, and that explains her to a T.
Well, I chose this location to talk about Marta because it represents one of the last big projects that she did here in Delaware County. And it showed a lot of vision, a lot of imagination to say there's an old bridge that's being torn down out near Albany. Let's bring it into town where people can see it. And so we've got some heritage here, but it's also a beautiful landmark for our greenway.
She was great at providing creative funding sources and developing a non-reverting fund so that we could continue to grow our GIS system without relying on the local tax base. In terms of GIS-related projects, she helped the county push and adopt a GIS addressing system and parcel database. That's now integrated into many different aspects of local government and has become critical, and also making that data available to the public.
The Muncie Action Plans had to step up to try to fill her shoes, which is truly impossible because Marta had the most amazing institutional knowledge on planning within our county. So MAP has stepped up to try to move that work forward, but it's just really been difficult without Marta's leadership and without her knowledge and her connections.
I'm just really happy that I was able to work with her over the years, get to know her a little bit, and be able to see the successes that she helped with in this community.
The planning world, especially in Indiana, is better for having had her in it. And I think that her generosity, her knowledge, and her legacy will continue to benefit Hoosier planners for many years to come.
For her memory and just all she's done for me, we're going to make sure Cardinal stays on top and keeps the trail that she's so proud of, and we'll just be here for generations to come.
As I'm sure everyone that knew her and worked with her have said, her absence in the community will just be felt for a long time, but her legacy of all the things that she worked to make better in our community will just live on forever.
She was such a caring and loving person. Like, she loved our community more than just about anyone that I know. And I truly miss her, and I miss her friendship.
I think she's very good with people, able to make people understand why something was needed and how to get it done. And she was also flexible. I think she took other people's opinions in light. She must have had many offers to go other places that would have paid her a lot more, but she didn't. She stayed right here in Delaware County, and we really owe her a lot for all that she brought to make our county better.